During this video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up your MailChimp account. Now, MailChimp is an email marketing autoresponder service. Now, what that is that means you can start collecting people's email addresses and then you can start sending out emails to those people. Now, this is a very, very effective way of, direct marketing by collecting someone's personal information, which would be their email address. And then you can now send them emails about your business and about upcoming promotions and offers and things like that over and over and over again without no longer having to spend that money to advertise and capture their email address. It's almost a free form of advertising. And MailChimp here allows us to have a free account. So I am on mailchimp.com. I am going to click on sign up for free here. And they require our email, a username, and a password. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that out real quick and then click on create my account. All right, and once we get logged in, you're going to see a dashboard that looks pretty similar to this right here. And basically it's trying to help you get started with your campaigns and your list. Now basically with your MailChimp account, it comes down to two main things. For one, it's your list. Now a list is a way that you can kind of segment the email addresses that you collect. Okay, you can kind of filter them out instead of putting everyone together. You can kind of filter them out so that you can contact individual lists if you need to. So for example, if I'm a lawyer, let's say, and I have different areas of practice. Let's say I'm a lawyer for civil rights. I can have a list just for that. I can have a list for construction lawsuits. I can have a list for educational lawsuits, criminal law, and I can kind of separate all these different people based on where they belong, and I can contact them later instead of having to contact everyone who might not be interested in that particular email that I'm sending out. So we create these different lists just as a way of organizing the people on our email list. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to click on create a list on the right hand side over here, and we're going to go ahead and go in and create our first list. Now at the top right, I'm going to click on create list again. And first off, we need to give it a list name. This is going to be whatever it's called for you to be able to look at that and know who they are. So I could say something like criminal law. So I know anyone who is on this email list has contacted me about some type of criminal law or being their lawyer or something like that. For the default from email, you're going to enter your email address that people see when you send them an email. So I will put something like that, and then from your name, you would enter your name here so they know who the email is coming from. Next up, we need to write a short reminder to remind people why they are on our list. So I could say, you contacted me at my phone number about criminal law services. After that, we're just going to scroll down and click on save. And we now have our first email list called criminal law, and we can start adding people to this email list. Now you can create as many lists as you want for any subject that you want. However you want to filter your subscribers, you can create a list for that. Next up, let's go ahead and send out an email to our list. So I'm going to click on campaigns at the top left up here. And now that we have our list and we start adding subscribers to our list, we can send an email to these subscribers. So I'm going to click on create campaign. I'm going to create a regular campaign here, select that. Once we do that, we will need to select who we are sending this email to. Now I only have one list, so all I can choose is criminal law, but once you have multiple different lists, you can choose in between those lists or choose multiple lists or whatever it is. Also inside of your list, you can choose the entire list, or you can kind of segment that down into even more individual subscribers or emails. I'm going to choose my entire list, and then I'm going to click on next down here in the bottom right hand corner. Next up, we need to give this campaign a name. This is for us, internal use only, so that we know which email this is. So I can name it something like criminal law updates number 35 so that I know what that email means. And then for the email subject, this is what your subscribers are going to see inside of their email inboxes. So I could say something like new criminal law announced, very important read, or whatever it may be that relates to why they're on our email list. After you have that, we're going to click on next down here in the bottom right hand corner. Now we can simply choose a template to use for our email. So we have sidebars, columns. I'm just going to choose a blank template to start with here and click on select. And that's going to load up the template for us in a new window that we can now begin to edit. Now over on the left hand side is what our email looks like, and as you can see, we already have 3 different elements added to our email. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete these elements here by clicking on the trash can symbol so that we can start from scratch. So I'm going to delete all of these. And now to add something to your email, we can just click it and drag it and drop it. So I'm going to grab this text element here. I'm going to drag it over here to the body and drop it. And now I can click in there and then come over here to the right hand side and edit my email. So I would go ahead and type up my entire email, whatever it is that I'm trying to, whatever information I'm trying to send to my subscribers. I would type up that entire email, and then down here at the bottom, I would click on next. Now, since I don't have any, subscribers on my email list right now, since I just created it, it's showing this little X here as, I can't send my email because there's no one to send it to. But once you have subscribers on your email list, all of these will be green check marks, and you will be good to go to just go ahead and click on the send button down here in the bottom right hand corner, and you can go ahead and send that email out to all of the people on your email list. And that's the beauty of email marketing. No matter how many people are on your list, you can have 10,000 people on your criminal law email list, and you only have to type that email once, click send, and MailChimp is going to send it to all those people automatically. Now, of course, if you need any help at all with setting up your MailChimp account, just contact us today and we'll be more than happy to help.